everybody. Welcome to another Extravagant Few Minutes live here on the Captain Lou Sports Network and 12ouncesports.com. Brought to you, as always, by tickets.12ouncesports.com and the official coffee of the Captain Lou Sports Network, javicoffee.com. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. For those of you that don't know, Bobby Bonilla, many, many moons ago, about 30 years ago, I think by now, or whatever it was, signed a deferred contract with the New York Mets that would pay him $1.818 million every year from the years 2010 to 2035 on July the 1st. And well, here we go. He still has 11 years left on that contract. Congratulations to Bobby Bonilla. And hey, what a smart guy. He's going to be paid for another 10 years at $1.18 million a year. Not a bad gig if you can get it. July 1st also means free agency day in the NBA and in the NHL, and it's been a whirlwind day to say the least. The Detroit Red Wings, they were looking to make a big splash, or at least everybody hoped they would, by getting the likes of Steven Stamkos or Marchessault. Well, they didn't get either one of those. The Nashville Predators, Marchessault, 5 years, $25 million. Also, they got Steven Stamkos from the Lightning, 8 years, $32 million. Jake Gunsel's going to the Lightning, of course, via that trade. He signed a big 7-year deal. Some of these crazy numbers going out there. Jakob Slavin to the Hurricanes, $51.69 million over 8 years. Jacob DeBrusk gets a 7-year deal with the Canucks, so on and so forth. Elias Lindholm, 7 years, $54.25 million with the Bruins. As far as our Detroit Red Wings, well, we've got a new goalie tandem, kind of a stopgap, if you will, until Sebastian Cossa is ready from Grand Rapids. Cam Talbot signed a 2-year deal today for $5 million, $2.5 per. And his backup is going to be Jack Campbell, $775,000 deal. He came from the Edmonton Oilers. Detroit also, they've made a little bit of a splash getting another defenseman with Eric Gustafson, 2 years, $4 million. So not a bad deal right there for another defenseman to shore it up for the Red Wings. And of course, probably the biggest signing or re-signing in the Motor City has to be Patrick Kane, a 1-year deal for the Red Wings. $4 million base can make up to $6.5 million with all the bonuses and incentives. You know, at first I thought, boy, I really wanted that big splash. But I still trust in the Yzer plan. They still got to tender some big contracts soon to Lucas Raymond and to Mo Seider. Those are the cornerstones you want to build around Dylan Larkin and, of course, the likes of Patrick Kane and whomever else they may have. Edmondson in the minors, he's going to make a big splash this year, I think, for the Red Wings. So, again, I know, be patient. That's what everybody keeps saying in the front office of Detroit. Just remember what it was like. Detroit went 25 straight years with a playoff berth. They're paying for it, but they're close. And I think this is still a step in the right direction. We got more to come right after this. We'll talk a few NBA splash signings and more here on an Extravagant Few Minutes on the Captain Lou Sports Network and 12-Ounce Sports. Hi, everybody. Captain Lou here from 12-Ounce Sports and, of course, the Captain Lou Extravaganza and Captain Lou's championship years in sports history. Hey, if you're like me, you love to go to ball games. Baseball, football, basketball, whatever, minor league baseball, especially this summer. There's nothing better than a Saturday night game, major league or minor league baseball, Sunday afternoon. I've got the place for you to go to get those tickets for those games. Tickets.12ouncesports.com. We are a ticket broker, which means we don't charge you the exorbitant fees that you might see on some of those other secondary markets. Hey, if there's a concert you want to go to this summer, tickets.12ouncesports.com. Use the promo code 12ounce as well, and you'll get a better discount. Tickets.12ouncesports.com. It's that simple. Can't say it enough. For the best prices on tickets this summer, make sure you go to tickets.12ouncesports.com. Hey, everybody, the Pistons, they've got a basketball coach, Bernie Bickerstaff, fired by the Cleveland Cavaliers, hired by the Detroit Pistons. He's going to try to lead them out of the biggest hole they've experienced in a long, long time. Well, they're going to have Cade Cunningham back. He signed the max deal for the Detroit Pistons, and they've got someone else coming back home. Tobias Harris signed a 2-year, $52 million deal with the Detroit Pistons. So a cornerstone in Cade Cunningham and another guard in with the return of Tobias Harris. Klay Thompson, he has left the Golden State Warriors. He's going to join the Dallas Mavericks, 3 years, $50 million. Tyrese Maxey, 5 years, $204 million. The money keeps flowing. Where does it all go? I'll tell you what, getting back to these NHL free agency signings, if you probably heard on one of our other podcasts, Captain Lou's championship years in sports history, can you remember when number 91, Sergei Fedorov, he didn't want a 5-year, $50 million deal with the Detroit Red Wings all those years ago. Crazy to think, isn't it, that they're not getting that kind of money right now in the NHL. All right, that's going to do it for an extravagant few minutes. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day again. This reminder coming up at the top of the hour, prime time with Philly Pete at 6 p.m. He'll have more on all the free agency signings. And the best bet, of course, the best bet is to stick around and watch Philly Pete at 6 o'clock on 12 Ounce Sports. And join us every morning as well at 7 for the Coach and the Rome Show live on 12 Ounce Sports. All right, everybody, for tickets.12ouncesports.com and the official coffee of the Captain Lou Sports Network, that jobbycoffee.com. Yours truly, Captain Lou, saying, keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your minds open. So long, everybody.